It's how-to videos. I'm bringing you another homemade how-to DIY project. Today it's going to be installing a Husky limited edition. It's a toolbox, 5-level, your typical one you buy at Home Depot. It's $120. I got it for Christmas. I'm going to go ahead and have this set up underneath my tool bench. I'll give you a quick peek about where this is going to go and how I'm going to do this. Cool thing is, I'm going to try and have this on rollers so I can have easier access to the top compartment, which opens up. I want to make sure, sometimes it's going to be a pain to really bend over and, reach this. It might be easier if the toolbox then slides out. Might be more willing to, at least store things behind it, or at least make it more accessible for the top garage, so to speak, that opens up. More to come.
Alright, so for this part of the project, I'm going to measure the space. I'm going to go ahead and give a layout of what we're doing. This toolbox stands about, just about 21 inches tall. Space here is about 25 inches tall. So I have about 4 inches to work with this shelving. So, toolbox, and this happens to be the shelf that I will be utilizing. Let's hope this thing fits. I'm a little worried it's going to be too tall. Anyways, you see I have a number of sliding shelves. The other parts of my toolbox, paint can, this is all my paint supplies, just make things easier to get to. But in the toolbox case, I want to store things behind there because this toolbox is maybe is half the shelf. What is this, about 15-16 inches deep, when this goes about 28 inches deep. So I have other things I like to put back there just to make it more accessible. Let's make sure we can do this. So these are the part of this. I found this on eBay. I'll send you guys the link. This I wanted to take, at least I don't need this basket shelf. Obviously I can't fit my Husky tool bench on this, so I'm going to go ahead and steal these. I'm going to try and bolt a piece of plywood over top instead of this container here, and we're going to utilize these pieces that bolt in the floor and screw them into the wood here, and we'll bolt a custom piece of plywood just to hold this. Fair enough. Let's see what happens. Don't know if these are going to hold up. See, they're a bit flimsy-ish. I don't think they're going to fall. I just worry about this track falling off. I'm putting, this toolbox is pretty heavy, probably about 100 pounds, so we'll see what happens. I really don't know. Let's wait and see. So for the next part, I'm going to measure how big this piece of plywood needs to be. We've got about 16 inches by 26 inches. Be back with a piece of plywood, cut that, and move forward. Alright, so the next part of this test, I'm going to have to measure these. I don't have enough wood to have a 26 by 16 inch, so I'm just going to use 2 boards. This needs to be about ½ inch off of this one. And this one needs about 3 inches. Alright, I'll leave this one at ½ inch, no big deal, but 3 inches needs to come off this one. Make things asymmetrical. Alright, and we're back. So I have everything set up. We're going to want to space these, I guess you call them drawer holders, about 26 inches apart. So I'm going to go ahead and take the measuring tape. Make sure I've got some ample space here. So, 26 inches. I want to center this. This is about 34 inches. So, 26 minus 34, that's 8 inches. 8 inches means 4 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Means one will kind of sit over here-ish. That means this bucket needs to go. You're not going to fit here. So about 1 here, 31. Make sure we got this thing done. The next one's just about 4 inches in. So, boom. So if that's ideal, maybe a little, I mean, you want as far out as possible, but I'd say, you know, right there. And about 31, so maybe no further than that. Make sure they're straight. That one, not so much. This thing does need to come out, so yeah, I don't envision this thing going out that far, but in all cases, you never know. Next step is going to be pre-drill. Got my drill up here. Make it easier to drill the holes. Take this, make some quick little holes just to start them, so you kind of know where you're going. Looks like I don't have a battery for this. 1 second here. All right, don't use the supplied screws. In this case, I have some 1 1/4 inch, some grip right fasteners. These are generally exterior screws. They're pretty sturdy, a lot better than the crap that they give you for these kits, which you know, might not penetrate as far as you need to go here. In the worst case scenario, if this thing is buckling under pressure, it's going to fall out. I'm going to actually install some nuts underneath to kind of secure this, but 4 screws on each side probably should hold. Can't guarantee it, but I'm going to mount these first few and let's see how they turn out. Perfect. I'm going to lower the 10 torque to about 13 or so. Relative. I don't want to go too much as far as torque is concerned here. Strip these or just get through the wood too deep where it's like not necessary. That's good. This isn't going anywhere. No need to be a hero and, you know, turn your DeWalt drill up to 21 and either strip the screws. Real easy. 13, 14. Let's try 15. See how we do here. Make this nice and easy. Perfect. Look at that. Doop. All right. Going in straight. Looks good to me. I'll pre-drill the back now. All right, blow all that away, and let's get working here. Perfect. See how this is sitting. Pretty good, in fact. Take a look back again in case you want to adjust it. Straight. I am worried about how sturdy these are, to be honest. Know if they're up for the task, but hey, we're gonna find out. I'm sure you can roll this thing out a little bit. I don't know if you can roll this thing out all the way. Might just collapse under pressure, but that's the fun of everything. We're gonna find it out. Let's do one last measurement. If we need here to be about 26, it's darn near perfect. All right, let's try it out. So I made it through the hole. Now let's see if that kind of goes in or not. Hey, all right. We have liftoff. That's gonna be part one. Let's see if we can kind of balance this and find out where it meets. All right, so we now have ourselves a piece of wood. Not ideal, but it's in, it's screwed down, and it's ready to be tested. Probably going to go get a more reinforced piece of wood tomorrow. That's going to be the plan, to get ourselves a nice piece of 3/4 inch thick hardwood in this case, and we'll see what we can do from there. All right, so now we're going to place the actual tool bench on here, give it a nice whirl. Hopefully it doesn't fall down or doesn't break the drawer. Wow. All right. As you can see, finished product. Doesn't look too pretty. It's needing about maybe a few inches in the back. Still, you know, hangs over a bit there. But hey, it works. And that's all that matters. So, you want to go ahead and make sure this thing does hold it. Kind of shocked. Hasn't really fallen down. Wow, that's really cool. This is the feature that I wanted to unlock, so I should go ahead and unlock this right now, and boop. All right, so have this thing fully extended. It's about as good as it gets. I usually keep this handy in here, for easy access. So if I can get about another inch or so on this, that would be great, but I don't want to push my luck. But ideally, it's an easy way to kind of grab this and go. This thing is like 10-15 pounds as is. So this is all my loose nuts, bolts, screws, everything tuck away, screw it in, and boom. See here, there is not much ground clearance. We've got Home Basics cabinet slide out drawer organizer. So, all in all, I don't need this. Looks like it's pretty robust. I probably might use this in those cabinets, but I don't have a cabinet shelf for it now. So for now, signing off. How-to videos.